Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is Final Fantasy Rules. As I continue my journey with Lara Croft and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I just went through a wholesome nightmare for Laura as she had to travel through the dark depths of the tomb to get the silver box, and unfortunately, she could not find it, so it was gone, and she had to help her escape. So now, at this moment, I'm going to take up and continue where I left off. You know, part of the my purpose of gaming for YouTube has been just to play certain games that are highly story-oriented single player. There are a lot of multiplayer games out there for the fun and exciting, joyful gameplay player experience, which is much needful even for a single player game. Still, though, my purpose is always to play these sorts of games because of you get to have an opportunity to explore a lot of themes. So, right now, as I wait, get started and see what's the next step for Lara Croft. I may actually, at this point, visit crypts or tombs that I haven't yet um, ventured into, the ones that I've passed. So perhaps this could be a opportunity for me to visit some of the other older places that I have passed to get more items and then continue my journey from there. So that's my plan. That's my goal, is to go back and deal with the crypts and tombs that I've passed, and then unlock majority of the items and quests and things around those places, and then get to the main quest. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Let me see. Tomb there. There's a treasure chest. Base. Okay. All right. So let me see here. So I'm gonna go. So here's a crypt. And there's a tomb here. I remember there's a monolith. And there's another tomb here. Okay. So I'm gonna go venture here for the crypt. I can.
Whatever those things are, doesn't really matter while they're chasing you. Who left those carvings of the heron and the eclipse? I have to talk to Unuratu about them.
Eye of the Eagle. Seeker. Perception plants allow the sensing of animals and natural resources throughout the environment. So I already have that. Okay. Survival instincts last for a longer period after Laura starts to move. Highlights enemies, resources, and objects in one with the jungle difficulty. Better prices. Okay. Time to explore.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
One of my favorite aspects of Final Fantasy games is I always check everywhere. Never miss a beat. If I do, I go back and find it.
I don't have enough space for that.
Yeah, I was looking and thought that was a face.
Within lies Raleigh Rimmel, friend, 1925. There's a little more. Beware. Traps ahead. No one's been through here in years. May Remax be the first voice we hear in the afterlife, and may her stories comfort us. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. This skull is deformed, flatter and longer than what we consider normal. Some people believe this is evidence the Inca were contacted by extraterrestrials, but it's more likely the result of head binding, a human practice of deformation so ancient it predates written history. It also has evidence of trepanation, a medical procedure in which a hole is carved in the skull.
Oh. How do you do that while the person, for the person to still be alive after that?
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Cannot carry anymore, Lara. Okay. Let's see that over there. So, both of these. Push.
And here I thought this would be simple.
Yeah, the other one opens that piece up there, and this one opens this. Okay.
This is the way out.
That way I can leave once this is solved. So I wonder what secrets this crypt holds. I'm gonna do something.
Shit!
Boom. Just want to see how fast I can pull that off. Oh, this looks very creepy.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
I'm gonna see if I can maneuver quickly. Quickness. Ha ha ha.
I don't have enough space for that. I should be able to reach the sarcophagus now. Shit, I'll have to keep climbing.
Go. Excellent. Hello there, who just happened to join the live stream. Right now I'm venturing the crypt that
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
that I passed a long time ago, so that way I can see what secrets lie inside.
The heathen emperor begged for his life to be spared. He offered the Spanish crown a room of 3 by 6 varas to be filled once over with gold and twice with silver. The crown, with great and undue benevolence, accepted this offer. Within 2 months, the ransom had been paid. The idolater, however, could not be trusted. When the cursed plans of his general surprise attack were exposed, Atahualpa fell to his knees, begging for mercy. His fate would be decided by fair trial, as the right of any man in the Spanish Empire. He was found guilty and sentenced to die, but before the execution he accepted the Lord and will be welcomed in the heavens above. Excerpt from an objective account of Pizarro in Peru by Ochoa Aceves.
Welcomed in the heavens above. So Spanish Inquisition or something. Hey, Blastards, how you doing today? Glad you can join the live stream. Yeah, I'm glad we're yes. I did. So I don't know what caused the chat to not. Ooh. Good, I got a new outfit. Crypt solved. Excuse me, I mean crypt complete. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the chat. I don't know why before in the past 2 live streams. One of the live streams, the chat didn't work, except when I saw you typing out your words on my phone, but it wouldn't show up on the PS4 game screen. Which was very odd, by the way. So, but now it works. So I'm taking this moment to visit some of the hot spots where there's a document there. Okay, there's a mural. Oh wait, Some monoliths there. I'm mostly so I'll visit some monoliths and stuff, but I'm mostly visiting a lot of the tombs, a few tombs and crypts. Let me see, how many did I already? So that was a crypt. There's a monolith here, crypt there. So I already completed a tomb there, good. So there are two crypts, excuse me, two crypts there. And then, what else is there? Yeah, there's another one here. Okay, that's just a mural. Another crypt. So I'm visiting most of the. Yeah, there was a mural here that I missed. Yes. But I'm just seeing like how many of them have I accomplished to determine if I want to do all the side ones that I've passed so far that I haven't completed during this live stream. And it looks to me I got like a few. So I'm going to go ahead and do, before I get to that area, I'm going to do the monolith that I saw. This one here. Yeah, I definitely want to see all the secrets hidden in all those tombs and those crypts there. We can upgrade these. Barrel firearms, smoother, precise shots, better recoil, exchange improves rate of fire. Well, I don't mind. I'll get that a little later, but. She's already unleashed the end of the world. She just has to stop it. That's the main goal of the game. In my the live stream prior to this, which I titled the shadow beyond the silver eye, for a good reason, because throughout that, it was about a 3-hour long stream where you get the opportunity to see me venture into the depths of a certain underground tomb or temple, where there were some people there, a tribe of people, but they were very vicious, monstrous, perfect for this month of October. So I only got 2 skill points. Ooh, okay. Craft lure, attract and kill new. Okay. Oh, ho, okay. Well, look at that, I can save it. Rare animals. I'll save it. I want to see if I can wear that. So I can wear, yeah, so I can wear this. So right now, yeah, it says, craft. Oh, what do you know? So it's like so it's a bird, kind of. But it's a cape. So it's a cape of feathers. So this is definitely good for, so Eye of the Eagle skill, duration of perception herb effects, no plant and mineral crafting resources. So that's the complete costume. To the nines. I was thinking that could have been more of a Skyrim reference because of when they say things like by the nine. The nine is, I'm trying to remember what was that about. It's been a long time since I played Skyrim. Okay, I'm just gonna mess around with this. Alright, let's go. So, how you been, man? You know, it was fascinating. My last live stream yesterday was that I had the opportunity of getting my favorite weapon, the shotgun, and deal close hand in hand with the creatures. Excuse me, the tribal men there. Let me see. All right.
This describes something nearby. 2 serpents guard life and death. I lie trapped within their eternal struggle.
Excellent. What? Yeah, you don't have to tell me. Oh, in Brentwood. Okay. Well, you don't have to reveal all the details of your job if you don't want to on here, but yeah, if you don't mind me asking, so I'm curious about like what the kind of job it is that you were looking at.
At last.
Bingo! And I just ran up there. I didn't even look at the map to see for clues. I just ran up there, and I just found the secret. So I was actually, So what was he saying? So I was actually rather curious. Gaming retail. Is this would this be GameStop? Because I used to work there. Once again, thanks for both Last Shards and the other person who's on the line. I hope you're enjoying the gameplay so far. When I play games like these, I always tend to unlock everything. That's the kind of gameplay I focus on when I play a lot of major story-based games. As you can tell, like, my name is Final Fantasy Rules. It's been Final Fantasy VII was the very first big major game where I was literally always on top of exploring, making sure I found every item and chest around each place I visited. Covering secrets, finding secret bosses, leveling up my characters, unlocking all the moves, the limit breaks. So I was all about completing the game 100%. And also getting the understanding of the story. It still shocks me today what happened with Sephiroth's backstory and what I learned about Shinra and their involvement, uh, the Mako energy and the experimentations and the soldiers, and the truth about Cloud and everything else. So excellent, Blast Shards. I look forward to hearing how well you did the interview. Yeah, make sure you prepare yourself. Have imagined questions when you go before you go to the interview. One of the major It should have been about Zach.
I don't have enough space for that.
So comments about that is because it in the backstory before Cloud arrived at the is this it? No. Hold on. Let me make sure I find the entrance first. Here it is. So yeah, the backstory with what happened in the was it Nibelheim? That was the small home village or something. I think it was Nibelheim. I don't remember the name. Yeah, what happened with Sephiroth and then what happened with Zack. Zack was the one who helped carry Cloud to that cliff after and he got shot down by several of those Shinra soldiers. And then he died, and then Cloud lived on, taking his sword. It sounds like you preferred Zack more than Cloud, huh? Or did you feel like maybe the story would have been more better off with, like, maybe how the past was? Zack would have taken on the story more than Cloud. That's what I'm curious about. Just what you were saying. Birds of a feather fly together. Brother protagonist and Cloud. I presume it's been the common thread of comments and statements people have made has been about, I'm going to do something. Boom.
I'll have to watch my step.
That was for the excitement of it. But a backpack's always useful, finding every secret in every area. Yeah, the common things I've heard people say about him and about Cloud was his
I'll have to climb to make it across.
His kind of his personality. Maybe we'd say like a little bit more. What's a good statement to put in that? It's been a while. I would say it was a little Cloud, while he was indeed a fighter in the beginning, and he had to learn to overcome a lot of the things that were revealed about him later on. Because one thing I recognize is the capacity to be left in deep sorrow and depression. It's been a while, so that was just one of many things that I was hearing. And when I played Cloud, I felt like there were moments where he definitely was in deep sorrow, depressed.
This gear is early 20th century.
Whoa. And you see the arrows, they were shot down. Survivor's guilt, exactly. Having lost a friend and fellow soldier who saved his life, learning more about himself, about the reality of his past, who he really is. A lot of things have affected him.
That starched shirt Fawcett may be getting all the attention, but I know his time is almost up. The world will remember the Timothy Walker as the man who finally found the lost city of El Dorado.
El Dorado.
We've set up camp in a canyon. It was a grueling journey to get this far. We'll rest here a few days, get our bearings. Some of the men need patching up, and I wouldn't mind one good night's sleep. The men say something came through the camp last night. The jungle is getting to them. I keep telling them that we're close and we need to keep it together. One of the scouts has found a temple of some kind up ahead. We'll start construction of bridges and ladders this morning and head out from camp this afternoon.
This is the result of not being well diligent. Are you talking about Drake Uncharted? But this is the result of not being well diligent. And when I say diligent, I'm talking about while you can put in the effort of what you aim to do, where you are, or what you're trying to accomplish, part of diligence is not just you're determined, you're willing to persevere, you also are careful. You're careful in taking the right steps and in handling the situations around you.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
It's not that hard to recognize if someone is saying, you know, there was something in the camp, and you say, well, the jungle's getting to them. My perspective is, well, you don't know what's in the jungle other than all what you hear on TV and what you see in movies and TV shows. When you're physically in the jungle and someone is telling you there's something going on, I'd pay attention and be like, okay, what is it you want to tell me? What's going on? So we can be aware and prepare ourselves, because you see their bodies. Oh, I heard that. Whoa. I heard that. Oh, can you go over there? I still got the 2 skill points. Yeah, I heard that sound. They said, rah, rah. Look, lady, whoever you are, if you wanted some milk, you know, I didn't bring a bottle with me. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's no rah, rah. Okay? You're not a little baby. But anyway, whoa.
There's someone there.
See, the live stream prior to this even had it more, because the way the tribe people that I was dealing with were talking, the way they spoke, like they made that like that, some kind of sound like that. It may not sound really well because of my use of a USB headset, but yeah, the condition of my mic setup and headset, but yeah, they had that very scary, that very haunting, almost like that, but very haunting pitch or tone to their voice. So they were very scary.
I don't have enough space for that. I don't have enough space for that. All full up. Can't carry anymore.
I like the idea of capturing bugs for poisonous wait. Let me see. There you are. Oh, look at that.
What an incredible sight.
Side story, side quest time. My favorite of any single player game, especially in RPGs, is the side stories. They're the ones that give you the time of day when you want to take a break from the main story for some time. Because there's more to explore. That's why I want to get more involved in RPGs when I want to make video games, is because I have the opportunity to create an explorative experience. What the? That was strange. You saw that? It's like she didn't even jump onto the ledge. She's like she was already under it. I have to be sure either that was a mistake or that was an actual glitch. I'm thinking it was the latter. Well, to be safe, I'm gonna do it like this. Oh wait. Okay, there's that, and there's this. Yeah, it could be both. Busting through the door. Well, no door. Ah, okay.
Looks like this might be the way out.
Oh, okay, so this is the way out. Well, now I know. Time to get some gold.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Well, with a lot of archaeological digging and everything, you can't at least take an opportunity to get some gold along the way. Alright, there we go. So, oh, okay, there's something there.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
They've been, wow, their bodies have been here for a long time, dang.
Damn this place. Damn this forsaken jungle. It holds a jewel just out of reach and then sweeps your legs out from under you. We've almost made it across that bottomless pit. Some kind of altar beckons from the other side, under a giant stone face that seems to mock our efforts. Something attacked the camp. Some men claimed it was panthers. Others said something more sinister. Half the crew insist on abandoning the expedition. I had to dress one man down, made an example of him. All I need is one more day. One more lousy day. I don't have enough space for that.
You know, a lot of what leads to a lot of, well, I say what usually leads to a lot of troubles for any person that gets involved in anything like this or anything is mental preparation. Like, even just from that writing, like, you know, just to release, like, his journals and everything. Journal writing is not, ooh, I see you. I see you. I see you. If I have to pull out my shotgun again. Oh, I had a lot of. I had a way
across the snow tay.
I had a field day shooting those guys. Woo! Shotgun after shotgun. So wait, this is something here. Let me see what this does. Ah, okay.
Have to find a way across the snow tay.
Now you said don't be like, you said Sarge?
Have to find a way across the
reference?
snow tay.
I may know what you're talking about, but it may be in the back of my mind somewhere. So, who was Sarge again, bruh? So, wait.
Have to find a way across the snow tay.
Yeah, so this just goes right here. Yeah, that other way was the exit. Red versus blue. I've only seen a little bit of clips of that, so I hadn't really done a long viewing of Red versus Blue, really. So I'm not familiar with all the characters. Which side was Sarge on? I'm curious what he was like.
Have to find a way across the cenote.
Ah, I see ya. I see ya. Red team, gotcha. Oh wait a minute, what am I doing? I have to remember. Yeah, that's just a still part, it's not something to pull on. Okay. Hold on, let me take a look at this up here. So I see that. Oh. Boy. The moment when you say aha.
They must have abandoned this place in the middle of building it.
Huh. Well, you can tell why. Seeing all the dead bodies, it gives a clue.
Have to find a way across the cenote.
Alright. Ah.
That should hold.
I see. Let me bring that back. Usually I sit back just to see what happens. Unfortunately for you down there, you didn't have an opportunity to do much more than that, so. Mr. Or Miss or Mr. Dead Body over there. Okay. So I have to be quick. Bingo. Made it. Oh, I hear you running. If it's the same tribesmen, I know them. I'm about ready to bust out that shotgun in a minute.
There must be a climbing path somewhere to reach the altar.
Never forget the murals.
Here, under the watchful eye of one of the Lords of Death, lies the gate to Shabalba, where all must travel when transitioning from this life to the next.
What do you think of the lore of Shadow of the Tomb Raider so far?
There must be a climbing path somewhere to reach the altar.
I mean, I know Black Shards. I know you've seen some of my, wait, can I climb? I just want to check to make sure. Okay, so. I know you've seen, like, the previous live stream of this game, and you've seen how, several of the explorations reveal a lot of the details about the kind of, you know, the gods and goddesses that the tribesmen here believed, and the stories written in the murals, and just seeing, like, whew. Whoa. Nice try.
God damn it!
Wait, it's more of guilt-stricken. First review on what he is doing right now. Wait, what are you talking about, guilt-stricken and everything? Underworld gate. Oh. My oh my. Sorry for that person. I wouldn't be shocked if that was the leader of the expedition. See the smearing of blood. Oof. Now, a little confused when you said it's more in both her first reboot and what she is doing right now.
I don't have enough space for that.
How so? Because then I was talking about just the, like, what do you think of the lore? Explored in the murals and all those things of the places she's visiting, like right here, right now. That's what I was. If you're talking about like maybe her character's story since the first reboot to Rise of the Tomb Raider and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I don't. If it's that you're referring to, I don't believe it's guilt-stricken. Knowing what happened though in this story. Oh, okay. I'm sure when you were talking about you were talking about all three parts of the story of Lara Croft, and this is the survival timeline, by the way. Yeah, this is the reboot. Survival timeline. So, as a whole, I would say it's not guilt-stricken, because in one of the live streams, perhaps maybe that was because of what happened with her father. That's where you're getting at. Whoa. Because after all, her father was killed by the organization that she's coming face to face in this one and in Rise of the Tomb Raider, etc. Alright. So there are 2 crypts here, and then there's one here. And there's one there. Oh yeah, and there's a tomb back here. Ah yeah, that's where I dealt with those guys. Kuwait Yaku. So I get what you're saying, because she lost her father to the group that was responsible, and her dream, however, of Tomb Raider, like venturing into tombs and those and dark, mysterious places around the world to uncover many secrets, many treasures, learn the stories and histories of the locations. As a researcher, archaeologist, and digger, I'd say that dream came to the point of her actualization, self-actualization of doing much more than just exploring, like actually stopping the organization that was responsible for the loss of her father. So you see that played out as you know, from the first to the second, and then even further in this one. Yeah, so it's alright if you saw it as a whole. That's not a problem. I just didn't know what you were talking about because I was referring mainly to the murals and all those things in this game, because this is all of the tribal lands and Mayans. Those people. Those people. It's over here.
Impossible. I can't carry any more. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. Someone has all full up. Can't carry anymore.
And then roast the pathway in. Ah, this is a relic here.
All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Ah, there you are. I was looking for you.
May Waiter's desire for power be sated by the time we follow him to the afterlife.
You know, a lot of what I'm learning about the
Impossible.
the
I can't carry
tribal
anymore.
diversity in this game. And I'm not saying that all the information I'm getting is all facts about the tribesmen in history, but even if it's historical fiction. Uh-oh. So never.
Oh God, no!
Hoo-hoo. Gotta move quick. And that's another way to... Okay. Because you have like 3 different languages. Whoa. That I'm learning in this game.
This room has fared better than the rest of the cavern, it seems.
Creepy. Sarcophagus. Okay. See all the dead bodies. This is all the skeletal pieces, remains, and everything. 9 strides boots. Ooh, careful. Just imagine the creativity, like making tombs and places carved out like this. Man. Ooh. Oh, dang it. Sad to remember, it's a slippery road. So I was supposed to go I was supposed to climb all the way up. Okay, I get it. Which makes sense, because I would have slipped. Anyway, if I try going back the original route. So I'm helping her accomplish her goal of exploring all the tombs and all the secrets in the area of visiting all these places. I'm doing it without distraction, without missing any of them.
I don't have enough space for that.
All right. Wait, wasn't this? Okay. Alright, hold on 1 sec. So I know, there we go. So to make sure I found the right way out. There we go. Alright. This one. Shortcut here. Perfect with the shotgun. Alright. Oh, this was the shortest script I ever encountered. Just had to blast it open and then I already found the sarcophagus. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I know there's probably some other... Oh, wait. It says, take a deep breath and find me right under another's nose. There you are. It says we're under another's nose, so it's under that. So I can get the treasure chest. There's a relic and a document over there as well. Just right up here. Where is that treasure chest?
There's no mistaking that bright golden disc. Inti, the most important god of the Inca. He was the god of the sun, protector of the people, and the provider of warmth and light. Some legends also credit him with teaching humans the ways of civilization, and the Incan emperors were either considered his lineal descendants or physical incarnations of Inti on Earth, depending on which emperor you asked.
Huh. So it's deep under there. So I gotta move quickly.
Too young to be amber. It may be copal. It smells wonderful.
Copal, huh?
This cast iron conical mold was mainly used throughout the 60s and 70s to shape small gold ingots. Its unique
Really?
shape causes the gold to settle at the bottom, separating it from impurities.
When I first looked at the top, I almost thought it was one of those egg holders. Yeah, until I looked at the bottom. Man, if there was some ancient egg holders, I would be shocked. I'm sure there has they say, oh, this is like back in the 60s. This is how they used to have their hold their eggs. Really? I taught just about everybody.
I don't have enough space for that.
Dang,
All full up. Miss
things you learn
Ortiz,
about.
your dedication and commitment to the village of Kwakyaku is commendable. However, Porvenir does not accept your charges of responsibility for the terrible state of the village. In fact, the Board of Executives has decided, and your local government representative agrees, if you continue this crusade of slandering our good name, we will have no choice but to take legal action. From the office of Roberto Lavia, Chief Executive Officer, Porvenir. Can't carry
Wow.
anymore.
Huh. Yeah, I'll come back for that monitor later. There's a treasure chest there. Okay, so this is where there's a tomb. And this one just has a crypt. And this one has a crypt. Okay. Yeah, there's this file cache there and another treasure chest. Document there. There's, oh yeah, I got that already. Yep. I'll get that model. There's like a couple other items stuff I'll be getting later, but for now I'm just getting some of the main, just going for the main thing. So there's the tomb over here. Fortune and glory. Nice. So my speed while climbing has increased. Bingo. Fully equipped and upgraded. Yeah, I'm gonna wear that with this. Excellent. Give her that hooded, mysterious figure look. We're at, it's another assassin from Assassin's Creed. No, that's not. I'm not sure if she would fit that, but. Alright, game's working out good so far, so I'm gonna visit that tomb, and there were these two other crypts, and then lots of other items I can get down the road. So Blast Stars, I know you mentioned about you had an interview down the road, and all I gotta say is, yeah, have prepared questions. You know, like, some hidden questions would be like, why should I hire you? How are you different than any other candidate? You know, what skills and abilities you can provide for us? Like, what value can you bring to this company? You know, they might ask simple questions that have those major questions within. And by the way, if you notice all the blood and gore and everything, yeah, this was the result of the tribal men that I ended up having to fend off. I have to find some way to. If I have to go to the other side, I'll do that. Whoops. I thought I could grab the ledge if I had maneuvered down, but nope. So let me see. Oh, there's something there. Yeah, I cannot. There. I might have to go over here just to get over here. That was a long pathway though. Well, if I have to do that, I may end up. Yeah, when I think about it, really, that's not gonna work. All right, so I have to go the long route. Does having a high GPA look good for a resume? Good question. Because on your resume, not resume. Sorry, you said look good for an interview. Depends on the relevancy of that with the job you're going for. You go into gaming retail. Depending on the questions, you definitely want to make sure you answer them truthful and honest about what it is they're asking for. Because they may not need to know if you have a good GPA or not. You know, not every interview and every place needs to know if you had a high GPA, unless, of course, they ask or if it's relevant to the question that they're asking. So, right now, I'm not sure, but if you do have a high GPA, consider, like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean to you having a high GPA? You have to consider what the school says about having a high grade point average. If you have a high grade point average, that means you were succeeding and excelling at your classwork. So that means you were able to accomplish most of the assignments, whether on time, last minute, but you were able to do them. And bingo.
This is incredible.
So venturing to the dark depths again. So yeah, if you want to know about whether your GPA is useful for the interview, you have to ask yourself. You have to remember, like, what the GPA means. What is it, and what does it show, and how relevant is it to the interviewer in regards to what they will ask you. So you only want to address answers that are relevant to their questions. That's what I'm telling you. So you don't have to spend a lot of time saying a ton of stuff
All full up.
that's
Can't
not
carry
needed.
anymore.
So that's what I'm saying. It's, you don't have to reveal everything to an employee, especially during a job interview. You don't want to do that. Only those that are relevant to what you've accomplished and achieved. Because the interview, you're mainly proving to them why they should hire you in the first place. How valuable are you to their company? What can you provide that's much different than every other person trying to apply for the same job? That's basically what you're working to prove. And the only way they'll know or have an idea is how you answer, what answers you give, and the way you present yourself and answer your questions at the interview. I'm sure this has been helpful for you. Yeah, presentation is definitely important. And also knowing why you're in the interview in the first place, and remembering what job and what company you're working for. Because you said GameStop, right? I just want to clarify. Or was this a certain other store? Because I'm thinking gaming retail. I'm thinking, oh, that GameStop, but you can hear the music as it intensifies. Okay, but is the place you're applying for GameStop? That's what I'm asking. Ah, this leads me over here. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I was gonna say if you. Yeah, I was gonna. Or as soon as I was swimming here, I was about to say, oh well, in case if you didn't want to discuss that. Yeah, we can. You can definitely let me know later on in private about that. Definitely. Whatever place you're applying for gaming retail. Here's another strategy. This is even for the other, the other person who's hearing this, is that another strategy. Research the company that you're applying for. Make sure you understand their values, their goals, their mission, and understand, you can even learn about what they're looking for. I know. Come on, there's gotta be a way out. Dang it, it's too dark. Whoa. Ho ho ho! Oh, what do you know? That was tight. Yeah. Research is helpful because then you know what the company, you can have an idea of what the company is looking for. You'll be amazed how often there are many employers out there that really want to make sure that the person that they're hiring at least does a little research on their company. You don't want to apply for IBM and then be asked the question, what does IBM stand for? Yeah, it's IBM. Yeah, it was IBM. Yeah. And then you don't know what IBM stands for and their answers on their website. That doesn't look good. Yeah, sorry, just checking something real quick. Enjoying the gameplay so far, guys? It's amazing a lot of the things discovering here, and every aspect of this game just plays it right. With the music, the tone, it's just the right setting to just intensify and make the place more mysterious. And both in some cases like this, frightening, but still fills you up with curiosity, and can even fill with some anxiety or concern at the same time, because you have to be careful. And I have to be careful wandering these tombs and these crypts, because you never know what can be coming after me or against me. So now I have 4. Oh, good. That way I can take out 2 enemies. Excellent. Counterattacking. I'll just do this. Okay, good. So I get into those, blast shards. I get into those CQCs. I know you remember the CQCs, Metal Gear Solid. One of the things I will do on this channel is, right now I'm working out, how to, use, if you heard of Open Broadcast Source or OBS, there are other, they might be more effective or more efficient, screen recorders, but that's just the free one I'm learning how to use. Because I'm gonna screen record speed drawings and paints, and
There must have been an incredible battle here.
down the road I will get to a point where, as I do it, I will set up a system where I'll ask for requests.
Need to find a way through this barricade.
I'm mostly doing like video game art and designs, but I'll do it with a more meaningful touch.
Need to find a way through this barricade. This seems to be some kind of primitive sculpture of a human.
Wait. Hold on. For gaming? No. I'm talking about speed drawings, speed paints. Those are the, you see the YouTube videos. Where you take up the opportunity to speed draw and paint. You use art programs and software, and you draw something, but you record the screen by which you're drawing on, and then with an editor software, you then increase the speed of the video. Thus, you have more of a time lapse or speed paint, is what they call it. Now, this is in relation to gaming, so it's more gaming content. More of on the side of art for of games. Okay. Ah, okay.
Inside this cavern.
And good news, I downloaded Share Factory, so now I can do gaming videos that are not live stream based. I did a test run on one video with the audio, me speaking through my headphones, and it worked. I can set the intro, outros, I can maneuver filters, effects, so I can do almost anything. So thank you for sharing that app with me. Tell me about it, so now I can learn to make that.
I don't have enough space for that.
I'll talk to you later also, because I know you mentioned a couple things with me. I'll send you messages on Discord, Blast Shards, because you told me about certain things you were willing to lend to me for free. So I'll talk to you about those things, and I'll decide on what I don't mind. Okay, so right now that's just... I have a collaboration plan. Well, there's the one I know you told me about wanting to do a certain game for the month of October, and there's another one that I say I don't mind doing. With my artistic skills, I can make the thumbnail for it, because I'm actually good at making thumbnails. I've been doing that and putting it on my YouTube videos. You have yet to see them, but one good video that I did, I'm sorry, okay. So there's a relic here somewhere. Just turning around. So there's a document here and a relic. Even if they're up there. Let me see what's over here.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Abandoned ship. I already told my brother, so because he has a YouTube channel, Deadpool 245 or 246277. I told him about doing a collaboration of Cuphead, which is available for Xbox One and the PC. So since I'm having trouble working out with Steam, I don't know, maybe Cuphead is available from another source, but we do have the Xbox One, so we'll definitely have opportunity to use Cuphead at that moment.
This could be my way inside. Need to find a way to break through the deck.
Well, I don't think I have enough strength to pull that, so I don't think I can. Yeah, that's too high. Okay.
Need to find a way to break through the deck.
I gotcha. Just a sec.
Need to find a way to break through the deck. Need to find a way to break through the deck.
Okay, so I see that. That's getting too high. Okay. All right.
Need to find a way to break through the deck.
Saw that dead body. Alright, before I go in there, let me just take one more look around and see what else is here.
Need to find a way to break through the deck. The falconet's in position. Need to reach the bow.
Yeah, because you have to cut the rope. You can't just shoot at it. Okay. Geronimo! Let's go again. Oh, that's quick. Even though I just jumped in here. I'd say this would be her version of Little Red Riding Hood.
Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Her version of a costume. And one that would pretty much stab or shoot a wolf to death the moment it sees her.
Can't carry anymore. Need reach that crate. Damn, it won't budge. Need to reach that crate.
Is there anything in here? No. Alright, well, even that led me down, it's fine. Oh, there you are.
I'll have to free that boom.
Uh-oh. Well, usually the DualShock remote lasts for like 30 minutes or more, so I don't have to worry about it running out right now. Wait a minute.
I'll have to free that boom. Need to find a way to break through the deck.
Yeah, because I have to free that. That's right. Okay, I see. So... So this was fine. See how well I can do this one. There we go. All right.
Need to reach that crate.
Okay, if I move, it's gonna be way over there.
I'll have to free that boom.
Can I get to that from up there? Yeah, that's down there.
Need to reach that crate.
I'm sure that's an exit, so... Let me take a look.
I'll have to free that boom.
That'd be too far.
Need to reach that crate.
So I know that this won't budge. And I see that rope attachment.
Need to reach that crate.
Wait a minute. Okay, let me do something. Yep, I saw that coming. Okay. Very perceptive. Good thing saw that right there. I was like, wait a minute, that's not an exit. I had to double check just to be sure.
Shit, the boom swung out too far to reach.
think that's an exit. Well, here, I thought that was an exit, so I want to make sure. So let me see. So with that... to my death, so unless I can jump to that. If I hold to my death, it's alright, I'll start back. Okay, I won't be able to. Okay, so I cannot jump. Alright, so I gotta go ahead and man.
Have to orientate the boom. Have to orientate the boom.
Okay. So I guess I can't. Oh, there we go.
Have to orientate the boom.
There we go. So it's always a puzzle to solve.
Have to orientate the boom.
Jump. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, no, no. Come on. Are you serious? See, a slight slip, fell right down. But it's right back. Okay. So, up to try it. Wait. Can I just jump from here? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I didn't even have to go all the way up.
Should be able to reach the crate now.
Cool, man. I mean, the angle to jump up there. Bingo. Okay.
Now to find out what the captain is holding.
Perfect. All right, Captain Ahab. Let's see what you have in store for me.
Need need to get inside the cabin.
Already in.
We underestimated the natives. Crafty bastards. Told us of a cave filled with gold, but they led us into a trap. The damn place was filled with monsters. After a ferocious battle, we pushed them back. The remaining men loaded the ship with whatever valuables we could find. The battle must have weakened the cabin, for when we tried to escape, it collapsed. I hear them out there, even now, digging through the barriers.
Wow. Yeah. I just mentioned Ahab just to be funny, and it was so random. I didn't even think about who was Ahab. I just said, "Oh, all right, Captain Ahab, let's see what you have in store for me right in here." They said he killed the alien. Ahab. Excuse me.
I don't have enough space for that. Time to abandon ship.
So I can breathe longer underwater. In Rise of the Tomb Raider, she had that little device that she can put on her mouth and nose, so that way she can breathe unlimited, infinitively underwater. Well, there's still a relic. Oh, there's a quick way to tell where it is. So it's down there. Okay.
Even rusted out, you can tell this is a quality weapon. It was
Spada
likely
Reparata.
manufactured in Toledo. The city was renowned for their steelwork.
You can tell what's hidden because it'll start to, the remote will start to vibrate. There we go.
The notches on the blade suggest several battles.
Spada Reparata. Underwater archaeologist. Nice. Wonderful. So now this will lead to one very extraordinary question. How in the world do I get out of here? Okay. So I know I gotta climb back onto the ship. there's a crypt there, but that was above, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna get to that. So I don't know if there's a passage here or. Yeah, I have to check on that. So let me see. So I'm not gonna do. I can do one more. Where is the other? Okay. Alright, so there's that one right there. Okay. Let's see about this one real quick. Oh, you know, my outfit changed suddenly. Let me get back in that. Oh. So not in here. My bad, an animal that killed Ahab? I don't think it's gonna. Because if there's a crypt entrance right. Because last time I checked, I didn't figure out how to get up there. Actually. Oh, wait. I remember this spot. Oh, that was close. Where's the fireplace? Oh, isn't that something? The way that played out. The way that looked. Alright, so I need to go back in there. So let me travel here. I like the realism of the walking in the mud and the sliding. So I like that. I like that realism.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Ah, okay. If I recall, that was when I was being chased.
Location found.
You could
Hidden. Terrain difficult to traverse. Seems safe from the stranger's intent on forcing us into slavery.
Got the appropriate device to do it too.
All full up. Can't carry any more. Any squad venturing outside Khan must take special precautions in covering their tracks. We're close now, and the last thing we need is droves of tourists showing up trying to be the first to get the perfect selfies in the city.
When it comes to traveling to new places, nuances of locations, etc. Ah, there we go. This is how to get up there. Okay. I'll do that swan dive. Ah, strange statues.
Okay, water looks deep enough.
Do that and check around here.
May Chuki have woven us each a tunic of the finest wool by the time we reach the afterlife.
The other side.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
And this is that, syringe, yep.
This might be a crypt where the nobles were interred. Is this some sort of eulogy for the people laid to rest here?
Look at that. Wow. Okay, so it's on the other side over there. Get some more air real quick.
These are the king and queen of Mictlan, the principal underworld of Aztec mythology. Mictlantecuhtli was the most prominent of the gods associated with death. He was often depicted as a skeleton with eyeballs in his skull sockets, and his responsibilities included looking after the souls of the departed. His wife, Mictlantecuhtli, presided over festivals of the dead, which are precursors to the modern Dia de los Muertos traditions.
Festivals of the Dead. See the coloration of the skull. You can definitely deduce that. There we are.
Someone else has been here recently. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Yeah, sure. I mentioned about that. You can,
Here's what I've been looking for.
Oh. Not sure. I have to check my, I didn't see anything in the email, yesterday, so I'm gonna check to see if I got anything today. I'm keeping an eye out on mine. I'm sure you keep an eye out on yours as well. And see, before Thursday, see if we get a response. And then, and if we don't, yes, we'll definitely visit her.
All full up.
Boots.
Can't carry anymore.
Gotcha. Alright, so I know that deep down, I know I only have one more crypt over here, but I'm actually gonna call it day. So this is where I'm gonna call it a night. I pretty much nearly exceeded the time I was to play. So 2 hours, maximum 2.5. So I'm actually gonna, because if I go to the next crypt, I don't know how small or how big it is. It might take time. So, and just to preserve my controller, I need to charge it. Anyway, so Blast Shards will definitely talk more about. We'll definitely keep an eye on the email, and I don't mind checking up and contacting her myself to see what's the progress so far. But other than, wait, say what? Why don't you stop and wait till Wednesday? Are you talking about? Okay, slow down. You have to make sure we're on the same page. So, are you talking about? So, what are you talking about? I was talking about with Jennifer Saito and everything. Are we talking about that, or are you talking about this game? Yes, that's what I'm about to do. I know you saw my schedule. I told you about my schedule before, right? So, I said that I was gonna play Wednesday as well. So, I'm actually about to stop. That's what I'm actually about to do. So, I mentioned that. I said I was about 2 hours to a maximum of 2.5. So, that's exactly what I'm about to do, sir. I don't know. It sounds like it sounded like you probably didn't catch that. So, yeah, I said I'm actually about to stop here. So I was about to finalize and just say a couple of things and just say, that, we'll definitely keep in touch about, Saito and keep an eye on emails. And also for the GameStop thing or for the job thing, yeah, you can, fill me in on little details, but all I'm saying is that, yeah, be aware of, get to know the company and recognize what make sure you understand what responsibilities your position entails and what can you bring. What skills and abilities do you have? Don't worry about the GPA. That's only if they ask questions relevant to that. You don't need to fill them in with details of unnecessary information. So, while you may feel like it's good to share this and share that, at the same time, you want to be careful to share those things that are relevant to what they are looking for, what they need from an employee. So you want to keep that in mind because you're there to fulfill their needs. You need to provide them. How can you fulfill my needs for this company in the position that I'm hiring? I would hire you for. You know. So I'm helping you really think about those things. Okay. So I'm about to end this with a nice swan dive, which is a perfect end, and she has the perfect outfit for it. So you can say it's almost it's not, well, I wouldn't say it's a leap of faith. Assassin's Creed style. Nah. Um, well, all I gotta say is that it's been a pleasure playing this game again. I will continue again on Wednesday. Like I said, my schedule: Saturday, Sunday, Wednesdays. Wednesday in the afternoon about 12:30. Saturday and Sundays may vary. Usually the range would be from, I'd say 7. I would say not 6 p.m. this time. 7 p.m. to almost 8 p.m. So like maybe within that hour or 8:30. Any of those times I would start. But other than that, I am done. So um, definitely you can update me about how you do what's going on with the job and everything. You can keep me updated on the status. If you need words of encouragement, which I highly recommend for you, any more information and strategies, let me know. I can help you with that as well. All right. Other than that, hopefully you have a blessed uh, night. It's already 10:40 and so 10:41. So anyway, take care. This is Final Fantasy Rules signing off, ending this journey for today. Continuing again on Wednesday, and update just to also update also my other plans. Like I said, I'm planning to collaborate with my yeah, and it's nice seeing you again as always. I'm glad. Thank you so much for joining my live streams. I plan to collaborate with my brother on Cuphead. Whoops. And sorry, I got up. And also plan to I know collaborate with you on the Resident Evil game. So we'll definitely consider that. Um, you just have to plan a day and time, and if you want to do YouTube or Twitch. This planet together. Other than, and then I don't have to sign. Of course, I have to create my Twitch account. But anyway, what else? And then with the Share Factory, I'll be doing some extra game footage down the road if need be. And I said about the speed drawings, just to clarify, I looked into speed drawings. I looked into how those videos are formed. Most of them, depending on what is being done to make them and create them. If it's done by hand, you have to have a certain camera, you have to have a certain setup to record your drawings. And then you have the editing software with the video footage to speed it up to get it to the right length. And you can add music to it and post it on YouTube. You can even be posted on Twitch. You can have I can have a live thing. But also, there's the digital speed paints, which are on a computer or an iPad, depending on the method, and using a screen recorder on that computer. That's what I was talking about. You mentioned the capture card, but that's not what I was talking. I was talking about the speed drawings, which are usually done on computer or by hand. You don't need a capture card for those. All you need is a recording software, or if you're doing it by hand, a camera, and an editing software on a computer, and you're good to go. And you can post it. So, yep, so I'm about to sign off with a nice swan dive sort of leap of faith. So, Final Fantasy Rules signing off. Whee! And having a rest of blessed and rest day. Alright. So take care and have a good night.